All right, so we're going to work on today's warm-up, and I'm going to give you instructions on what to do for today. So it says the numbers are below are the number of yards gained by a football team in 5 plays: -3, -2, 6, -5, and 8. What do you notice? What information does it give you? And then what question do you think they could ask from this information, are what we're going to be focusing on today. So when I first look at these numbers, I notice that there are positive numbers. And of course, that means that there are also negative numbers as well. So when I'm asking you, what do you notice? I'm not really asking for you to dive really deep. I'm really just asking, what do you notice? And when I looked at this question, I see positive numbers and negative numbers, and that's what stands out to me the most. The next part of today's question is, what question do you think they could ask from this? Well, I see 5 numbers. I know that I have positives and negatives. So one thing they could do is they could ask me to put them in order in some way. Or based on what we've been learning, they could ask us to find the sum. This is like what we did on Friday, where we had multiple positive and negative numbers and had to battle them together or combine them on each side in order to find the sum or the answer through addition. Tomorrow we're going to be finding out what the actual question is, and we will be showing our work to get the answer. All right, so what we're going to do now is we are going to look over both pages from the orange and the purple trays. So you need to get both of them, and feel free to pause the video so you can get what you need. The first thing I want to talk about is the integer rules page. We're really focusing on that bottom section. So multiplying integers and dividing integers. Notice that the signs and the rules are the same. So when you have the same sign, you're going to have a positive answer. So the example is like right here, they're both negative, right here, they're both positive. So the answer is a positive answer. The other version of that would be if they have different signs. That's going to give you a negative answer. So if one's negative, then your answer will be negative, no matter whether you're multiplying or dividing. Remember, when you're doing this, you're just doing it as normal and just follow multiplying and dividing rules, and you just pay attention to the signs. Let's take a look at that paper that we're going to be working on today. We might not be as familiar with this. So it says integers and multiplying and dividing. Make sure you put your name on your paper. The instructions say answer the questions on the start square. The answers will be in one of the pathways attached to it. Color it in and then the following pathway to the next question. Repeat until you've reached the finished square. So the finished square is like in the side on the middle. So we're going to follow the pathway, and we're going to start where it says start. So right here is where we're starting. Yours should be outlined a little heavier on yours. So we're going to do the math. I'm going to go through 2 of them with you. So we're going to do the math. It says 30 divided by 5. I have a positive and a positive, which means my answer is going to be positive because they have the same sign. 30 divided by 5, if I use my multiplication chart, I will find out that it is 6. So I'm going to find the pathway that is positive 6, and that is this way. So you can color it in, or you can draw an arrow. Just make sure that you are correct before you color it in fully. Then you go to the next one, and you solve that problem. So this is -12 times -11. So we have a negative times a negative, which means my answer is going to be positive, because same signs mean positive answers. I would just then do the math of 12 times 11, which you can use your multiplication chart to help you with. And 12 times 11 gives me 132 positive, because my signs were determined already. So that means I would find which pathway leads me with 132 and find my next one. You're going to follow this all the way until you get to the one that is the finish box. The answer check is in the orange paper, and make sure you turn it in when you are finished. And you should finish this today during class.